This is Sam Willie interviewing for the patient therapy session. So what brings you in here today?
So lately I have not been doing so well because my husband recently cheated on me, and so obviously I have been very depressed and haven't been able to do a whole lot lately because I am so depressed.
All right. So you say you're feeling depressed and you're having some bad thoughts and because your husband cheated on you.
Right. And it was with one of my friends, and so it just makes it that much harder. And now I am constantly in a bad state of mind and constantly saying things to myself, and just in a really bad place. And lately I haven't even been able to leave the house. I just stay in bed and just kind of lay around because I obviously do not feel well, and I'm constantly just reminded of him because he's still staying at the house, and he's currently obviously sleeping in a guest bedroom, so it's not good.
Right. So you're feeding yourself kind of bad thoughts. You're telling yourself things that happened, telling yourself things that may not have happened. You're obviously very upset with your husband, especially because he's still living in your house, and so
Right.
as you were saying, that brings up bad thoughts.
Right. I was going to stay with my sister, but that just seems really hard to do because obviously we have kids, so what are we gonna do with the kids? Now they're in an awkward position, so now I have to figure out something to do with our kids, and how do we tell them? How do we go forth from here? It's all just a big puzzle to me, and I've just been questioning a lot of things lately, and I'm just not sure how to move on or how to carry on even, and I can't even think about trying to face my husband or my kids, or or even trying to explain to my kids, this is what's happening. It's just really confusing, and I can tell the kids are obviously confused because obviously my husband and I aren't talking, so it's just a very confusing time.
Right. Would you? So it kind of sounds that you're secluding yourself almost.
Right.
If I'm recalling that correctly.
Right.
Secluding yourself from your husband, from your kids.
Right. That's correct. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure what the next steps are for me and my husband. Again, we're not talking, so therefore it's just this. We're in this just emptiness, this lull of what do we do? Neither of us want to talk about it. I don't know what to do in this situation, and I feel that my kids won't know, how to handle it. They're young. So, if I told my kids, what if they hate me and, their father, and, what do we do with this? Are we going to get a divorce? I don't even know these answers, so how do I talk to my kids about it? There's just so many questions, and I don't even want to face my husband right now. I don't even want to talk to him. I know that eventually I will, but I just can't right now. I can't face that.
It kind of sounds like you're scared of the future, as what I'm kind of recalling. You aren't sure what's your next step. You don't know how to talk to your husband. You're not sure what to tell your kids, and you're not sure what your kids are gonna think.
Right. Right. It's just very complicated, and I'm sure the kids are wondering what's happening, but I can't do anything right now, and I just have to, I guess, just kind of take a step back and let everything sink in until I can figure out what to do next. But it kind of just feels like my whole world is just crashing down right now, and I have nowhere to go. I mean, I can't go to my best friend because she's the one that my husband cheated with, and my sister kind of lives too far away, and like also I have children, so it's not like I can just leave. So I just feel like there's really nowhere to go for me, and I don't know where to go or how to move forward.
So, what you are kind of saying is your children do not know of anything that's going on. They just kind of know things have been weird, and you're not sure who to turn to.
Right. And then obviously I'm worried about sides. What if the children, side with their father instead of me? I mean, that would completely break my heart, and that would just be really sad. And I also just don't know if I can handle that. And so maybe part of it is I just don't want to face that fact of that might be what they do.
Right. So it kind of seems like you're afraid you might lose the kids, and you're afraid that the kids might pick your father if that were, or pick your husband, their father, if that were
Right.
That is what you seem to be
Right.
one of your fears.
Right. No, it's definitely a fear, and I think that might be one of the biggest things stopping me from, talking to them is just not being able to just tell them what's happening, and just like that fear of what they might say back to me or who they might choose to go to just terrifies me, and it's just a very lonely experience. And like I said, they probably also wonder why I've not been doing anything, because I've just been so depressed that I can't even barely leave the bedroom. So
And so this has been very eye-opening. I am looking forward to future sessions. It seems like that we have some topics that we can talk about, and it seems like that this was a good session, and that we can move on from here. So thank you very much.
thank you.